HVAC Systems Private Limited, belonging to the second generation. Coming from a mechanical engineering background, she has around a decade of experience and is the youngest speaker on the HVAC platform. She did an IIMB course sponsored by Goldman Sachs. Ms. Preeti won Women Entrepreneur of India for 2018. She and her mother created history in the HVAC industry to residential, commercial, industrial, pharma, and hospitality segments. Ms. Preeti started her venture last year into the space of eco-friendly, organic, and handmade products, named the House of Lara after her parents. Today, Ms. Preeti will talk about how to make HVAC sustainable. That are various options. Over to you, Ms. Preeti.
Like when we come to the HVAC segment by itself, eco-friendly, sustainability, the IGBC certification is something that every company, every organization is leaning towards. And the newer projects, yes, we do have a lot of different options, newer technologies that we include in the design parameters, like Sir just mentioned. So that all comes under the consultation side of the whole design part of our HVAC by itself. So now I would like to talk about how we could probably look at the sustainability of our entire HVAC solution that we are all present here for. Now, when we look towards the options, according to my experience, I would say is sustainability definitely depends upon the design, the product selection. When I mean by product selection, it is the equipment selection that we would be doing for the particular project and the application of the HVAC that there is. And a very primary factor that comes into play is the maintenance aspect of it. Yes, we are a developing country, and yes, we have a lot of HVAC systems that's already in existence for years together. Now, every organization is doing retrofit jobs to bring them under the banner of being sustainable and eco-friendly. And last but not the least, the energy source selection of the entire solution. Now, to understand better as what exactly do we mean by sustainability is, it includes the environmental, economical, and social dimension all put together into one industry. Now, this concept is not something that's new. That's something that every manufacturer, every consultant, every service provider like ourselves, we lean towards. And when providing this particular solution that is sustainable for our future generations in order, we do have a lot of things that come under this. So let's look at them one at a time. So the first and foremost parameter that leads us towards sustainability is the design parameter. Now, when I talk about design, we have a lot of consultants, we have a lot of senior professionals in our industry. We have organizations like ISHRAE, ASHRAE, IGBC that look into these parameters, give us a guideline to follow, and our industry is something I would say is evolving each and every day. It's not something like we go by the guidebook, even the guidebook is evolving along with us. So design parameter is very critical when it comes to our industry. Second, we look into the product selection. We have multiple OEMs in our industry who have different variants, different solutions, different refrigerants. Now, understanding the technicality behind each and every product. It could be as simple as from a single split unit to a chiller and so on and so forth. The product selection, the technical aspects that follow behind it is something that is very critical. Now, the most important aspect of sustainability or HVAC being eco-friendly falls under the major category of maintenance. Now, when I say maintenance, a lot of our clients, I'm sure my fellow panelists would agree, a lot of our clients don't understand the importance of maintenance, right? And they feel, okay, we've installed the system, it needs to run by itself. The importance of maintenance, the parameters in the maintenance activities is something that's very critical, and that's something I feel that we need to educate our clients and fellow colleagues in the industry to move ourselves towards the sustainability factor. Now, when we come under maintenance or whatever it is, maintenance and retrofit jobs. Now, retrofit and maintenance somehow go hand in hand. The green building certifications, the sustainability, the eco-friendly concept is something that we are all leading towards. What about the systems that are already existing in the market? Whatever units that we have installed over maybe the last 25, 30 years that there is. Now, these systems are something that have evolved. Now, what do we do with the kind of units and solution that has already been installed in our client spaces? So, when it comes to this retrofit jobs, now, first and foremost thing, we were like years back, we were more inclined towards R22 gases. Now, we've seen the evolution of the variant refrigerants that's used. Now, when the client is a little hesitant towards the kind of cost incurrence with these, the maintenance aspect or changing the entire system, there are few solutions where we can convert, the refrigerant gas, provided the equipment kind of supports this transformation or change. So that is one of the major retrofit jobs that we do. And when it comes to larger projects with chillers and AHUs, now if you see, all our AHUs were mostly plug-in play kind of a system. Now, if we see, we've evolved more towards EC plug-in fan. So this is a retrofit job that we have personally been doing for some of our clients to increase the efficiency of the entire system. Now, when we talk about sustainability, it's not just the refrigerant or the maintenance or other things. It's about the energy consumption, the kind of solutions that we provide, the optimization of the solution that has already been put into our system, put into our facility. And yes, every project is different. I'm sure my panelists would agree, from a residential, commercial, industrial, a pharma, or an airport. Every application is different. Now, based on these applications, like for example, I would say the industry is moving more towards the sustainability part, where we have, first and foremost thing, yes, we have the refrigerants. Second of all, we have the servicing part of it, where earlier we used to use certain type of chemicals that was not very eco-friendly. Now we have greener chemicals that we utilize for our servicing aspects, and the OEMs have also taken a step forward, and every component that you see, like any plastic components that are there in the machine, have now been shifted towards CFC plastic, which is simply but reusable plastic. And then we have our other coils and other things that are recyclable. There are a lot of components in our system from the OEM side which are all a one-time use, but they are also recyclable. So this is a conscious effort taken by the industry to move towards the sustainability of all our projects, I would say. And yes, last but not the least, the energy source solution. In our country, we have seen, and we ourselves have commissioned a couple of projects where we use solar energy instead of the regular electricity that we use. Now, this is a sustainable source of the energy consumption that there is. Now, there are, across the world, there are other forms of energy that people are using. We have geothermal, we have hydro energy that's into play. So these are few steps that we have taken as an industry to move towards the eco-friendly and sustainable path, I would say. And another thing is, like my fellow panelists just mentioned, the optimization of any system in a building is accumulation of all the, the kind of MEP solutions that go in. And yes, monitoring it with the various softwares and other things that we have is critical. That's about it. Thank you.